It's all hands on deck for some 30,000 people working on the upcoming adrenaline-fueled weekend. There's been a shorter lead time to prepare for the F1 event. But organisers and contractors say they can pull it off because of previous experience and the creative use of manpower. Heidi Ng with this report.
This caterer will be busy dishing out 15,000 hot bento meals throughout the Formula One event. It'll feed the thousands of people working behind the scenes. But it faced road bumps at the start. While Bellygood had no trouble hiring part-time staff, they only have a fifth of its usual number of chefs for the race this year. Because of the lack of skilled manpower, it's had to adjust its operations on site.
Basically, more preparation and easier execution. So we cook chill a lot of items. So I would say 95% of our items are all cook chill. Cook chill meaning we cook it to an optimum temperature, we cool it down to optimal temperature, we store it, we bring it on site, and we re-cook it on the optimum temperature again. So these skilled chefs on site, their job is to make sure that food safety is at the peak.
In previous years, race fans could satisfy their hunger at Tung Luk's food kiosks, but the company has decided to refocus its business plan.
Due to the manpower shortage and stuff, and we also have a lot of in-house events and ongoing businesses going on. So we decided to take the F1, the Singapore Grand Prix cafeteria as a priority. So I think the backbone of the Singapore Grand Prix is important. So it's important that we feed them and we make sure they have a good and proper meal.
Event organizer Singapore Grand Prix says there was additional work involved in the beginning. It planned for different scenarios with the changing safe management measures in mind.
Our event was announced only in the end of January. Because of that, we've also had to tap on more experienced contractors and vendors who have had experience in the event, so much so that there's no big need to replan and rethink everything. They could come in and work with us on plans that we've done previously, on previous years, and then from there we've already put ourselves a few months ahead.
Having put together the F1 grandstand and corporate suite since 2008, contractor Pico is now a well-oiled machine. It assigned the same core team in charge of previous races and says recycling helped with construction planning.
The material that was used in the events are mostly recycled for every year. This became a foresight for this year when the global supply chain was disrupted as the result of the pandemic. This allows all works to remain on track.
This year's F1 event is expected to see its biggest spectator turnout since the first night race in 2008.